What's going on, guys? Jason from the Ginger Reviewer here, reviewing today's video where we've headed to the Mitsis Royal Mare Hotel in Crete in Greece. So I'm going to show you guys all around the hotel, speak about the hotel, give my tips and tricks, and also have a look at the food and drink available in the hotel as well. So let's go and have a look around. But if you are new around here, don't forget, leave a thumbs up on the video, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You can find my social media links in the description, and also don't forget to subscribe. I filmed this in June of 2025 on a Friday evening, and other than a bit of background noise that you can hear from the main road, which as we head down to the complex, you aren't going to hear anything. It's very peaceful, very tranquil, and very nice. So your transportation from the airport, where I presume you've come from, is going to come down this road and head right down this hill, and you're going to head all the way down there where you're going to find the main lobby area. That is a big hill, let me tell you that, because I've just had to climb up it to start the video. To our right hand side, this is where you're going to find the Thalasso Spa with heated indoor pool areas, various treatments available, so much more. I've not tried it myself, so I do not know exactly what it's like in there, but if you are interested, at the lobby when you check in, you will be given a little slip, and that slip will give you 20% off the spa and I think any treatments as well, as long as you use it within the first 48 hours of checking in. You will also notice this is where everybody's parking their cars, and it all seems rather shaded, which is good in the baking gorgeous Greek sunshine. And that right behind me there is the lobby area, and that's where we're going to head down and check out now. And let me tell you, it's much easier coming down this hill than it is going up. There we go, the grand reveal. 5-star rated Mitsis Royal Mare. All the way down the hill will take you to the sea next to the lobby area where we're going to head into now. And there is the lobby area where you'll be dropped off. You will notice the buggies. So once you've checked in, concierge will come over and take your cases. They'll load your cases up onto here, and before you get dropped off to your room, and it's very cool, this will drive you around the resort and show you around so you are nice and familiar with the resort, because it is pretty big. I've been here a couple of days and I've never noticed that there was a couple of fountains next to the lobby. Maybe shows how much attention I pay. But yeah, there's the lobby area. That's where we're going to head in now. But first, before we head into the lobby, if you just head up this hill, you do have some clay tennis courts, I believe, which are right here. And we come in. Nice lobby area. We're checking over here and we're given a drink as you check in. Come over here. You'll find this board, and it's the same information you'll get on the Mitsis app. But if you've not got the Mitsis app and you want to book any of your a la cartes or arrange anything, can be done on this board or through concierge just here. You can have lifts that take you up through floors 0, 1 and 2. You have the Minos bar over here, and you have the same access over here with a gorgeous view. Look at that. And there's the bar. Right downstairs. And this is where the buffet will be for breakfast, lunch, dinner and late dinner. Some shops just down here with an ATM machine. You can get some photos done. I think you get 20 minutes free. A jewellery shop. Clothes shops. Before we check out the pool, we'll just navigate our way over here. And you've got a map of the resort. We've got some ping pong, pool tables, and an arcade. These stairs here will just take you back up to the buffet area. Well, you head over here. This is where we're going to find the first of the a la carte. Allegro, the Italian. Got some shaded seating here, and then outdoor seating just there. This is a lunch a la carte restaurant next to the main pool. You step over here, we've got the mini market just ahead. And this area where you can see some people sat is where the creperie is. So if you've got any crepes, just sit down and they'll come and see you. Got a mini market just here. And straight ahead we've got the main pool bar. Next to that you've got the main pool. And just straight up them steps is where you get access to the main pool and buffet area. You've got the kids club up there. We're staying where it's got private pool just over here. I'll show you that in a second. Here's the next a la carte that we've got, which is the Parmesan restaurant just here. We have another little souvenir shop with inflatables and stuff that you can purchase just there. And here we have some outdoor seating and the second pool bar, which does shut slightly earlier than the main pool bar, next to the second main pool just over here. Which is of good size. Just have a jacuzzi just past that bush over there. We'll keep heading down. One of the many cats that you've got here. Buddy. Many cats. Here you'll find the South American restaurant and the brunch restaurant that you book on a la carte just here near the beach. If we keep heading down, this is where you'll find the lagoon area, and this restaurant here, just here, is a South American and brunch restaurant, not to be confused with this restaurant just here. This is Candia a la carte. Doesn't seem like it's open today, which some of the a la cartes aren't open every day. This next place is where you'll find the beach bar, which use this window here. This window here is the beach restaurant, and this is the beach restaurant a la carte all here. And obviously you walk through to get to the beach. This is closed here right now. I think it's only open at lunchtime, is where you'd get the hot dogs from, the hot dog stand, right next to the beach area. Let's go on the beach. Lovely summer's day here in June in Crete. And the one thing I do need to show you guys is our room. So I'll navigate up this big steep hill, because coming down's not such a problem, but going back up can be quite tiring. And the resort, it's big but not massive. It's more long than it is wide. But yeah, everything seems to be on that main strip where you'll find near enough everything. If there's anything I've missed, or you've got any queries or questions, get them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. So we're staying in a private pool area, which is a shared pool amongst those I believe are on the ground floor. So we'll show you that. Is an extra charge for that, but I thought ahead. I thought, I like my own private space, we'll go with that. Is an extra €50 a night on top of what you've already paid on top of your package and your price. So let's go and check out the room and the pool. And here's our hill. It's all uphill now. And it's about a 5-minute walk from the beach to get to where we are in our room, which is just next to the kids club. I'm just making it to the top of the hill now. So the hotel, it's of good size. When you first check in, you'll be given a complimentary drink, which is nice, by the way. You'll take the buggies and they'll show you around, and it lets you just familiarise yourself with the hotel and where everything is, which I found really helpful. They also give you a map, and that map for the first day or two helps you to suss everything out. I'm here on my 6th of 7 night stay, and I feel like I'm familiar enough now that I don't need the map or have a look at where everything is, because I just like walking around and having a look at where everything is. Right, so that's the kids club right behind us. We're staying in room 318. Let's go and check it out. Room 318, card key operated. Let's have a look. So this is our room 318. Well, let's have a look around. First, on the right hand side as we come in, we have got 3 wardrobes or closets. Here's our first area. Some hangers. Same with the second. Decent size. I've used the slippers because you do get slippers. You've got some robes, laundry bag, safe, drawers, areas for your luggage and clothes. Decent size. There's our door. Key card operated. You've got to keep that key in to operate the lights. Got a lock on the door as well. I'll swing this way. We've got the bathroom. And we go into the bathroom. You've got a bath with shower, a rain shower and a pull-off handle. Good sized tub. I've not used the bathtub, but also used the shower. Decent shower. Again, just behind the bath. We have ended up putting the luggage rack in because we had nowhere else to put it. It was taking up room in the closets. So that'll go back into the closets when we're finished in here. Got a hairdryer. Not used it, so I don't know how good the hairdryer is. But if you're concerned about the hairdryer, just bring your own if you're comfortable with your own, rather than having any doubts on the hairdryer. Here's the sink area. Do get given some nice hand and body soaps. Smell nice as well. And then a little area here that separates the toilet area with a bidet as well. Camera don't really do it justice, but the toilet is pretty high off from the ground. If you have little legs like I do, bit of a climb to get on the toilet, but here we are. Coming back into the room, we've got a very large area here where we've got a kettle, and they give you some tea and coffee facilities. No hot chocolate facilities. I didn't see any in the shop either that they have here. So unless you make a trip to another supermarket or you bring some in from your own home, yeah, you'll have to make use of the machines that they use behind the bars to have a hot chocolate. But yeah, got an espresso machine with some Starbucks Nespressos that we've used one. I presume that gets restocked once you've used them. So yeah, you can have some espressos as well. So I think Sabrina Carpenter will be happy with that. We've got some raki, which I believe is the drink for Crete, but not the national drink for Greece, just for Crete, along with some dry fruits you're meant to have them with. So you get given some cherries. So we've got some plates with a spoon. You put a couple of cherries on there and have a shot of raki. So we've got cherry. I like cherries, very sweet. This raki, I don't know if you're meant to just like take a sip, so and sip away at it. 18% heavy hitting stuff. I presume that they've given me a shot glass that you just neck it like a shot. So cheers. Wow, strong stuff. Do also have some drawer space just here, all of the same size. Good place to put some clothes. We've been putting our shoes here. Got a good sized mirror with me in the mirror right in front of the bed. Got a television which I think has 3 channels in English. A lot of the other channels are in lots of numerous languages. German, obviously Greek is on there. I think there's a couple of Spanish as well. Also got a mini fridge at the moment. We're going to be checking out tomorrow, so we don't need it restocking, but you get given beer, water, wine, soft drinks, and that should be replenished every couple of days. If it needs replenishing sooner, or if you can last more than 2 days, you can just call to have it done. I think they do knock on when it does need replenishing, asking if you need any drinks, and you can just tell them what you need. As I stand in the corner, there is our bed and a little couch in front, and also a table. You will notice that I've got my phone charger plugged in just there. I like them by my bed. There is no phone charger by either side of the bed. You've got a ceiling fan and your aircon there. Combined, your air conditioning controls just there. But combine the air conditioning and the ceiling fan, in particular in the Greek sunshine in the summer, works a treat. You do have a little bedside table and a bedside light as well. And the last thing to talk about is, of course, this little patio area. So if you're wanting to unlock, you have a little lock up here. Take that off. Move the handle to the side, and out we go. And here's your little patio area. 4 chairs and a table. We do use it as a good drying location for our poolside stuff. You do get some cats though, so just be wary of that, because they do carry fleas, as they are wild cats. And magically it's now night time, the sun's set. It's now dark, and this is the private pool. You can see a cat just there. One of the many cats that we've got in the hotel. And lots of deck chairs. A decent sized private pool that's shared between, I think, everybody that's on the ground floor here, although you do get people on the upper floors coming down because it's quiet using them as well. And I know some people that have paid extra on the ground floors, it does bug them, but it is quiet. Pools between 1 metre and 1.2 metres in depth. It is salt water, but isn't overly that salty. It's not heated, and can be quite cool when you first get in, but once you've adjusted, it is very nice in the Greek sunshine. Palm trees, quality stuff. You might be able to pick up on a bit of the entertainment from the main pool, which is to the back of this building over here, just in that direction. Good stuff. Lovely room. Pay €50 extra per night for the upgrade, and it's well worth it. So what we want to go and do now is try the food, both a la carte and buffet, and let you know how they are. And then we'll give a proper review with my tips and tricks, what I think the hotel's done well, and what I think can also be improved here at the Mitsis Royal Mare. We've had a look around the dinner buffet that they've got on offer here at the hotel, and we filmed on a Friday evening, which is Greek night. And let me tell you, delicious, very nice. You've got lots of selection available. You've got the salad bar. You also have various amounts of meat sections, including things like spaghetti, bolognese, vegetarian options for you to enjoy. They had Greek gyros available, chicken gyros I think it was that was available. Let me tell you, delicious as well. different amounts of meats and fishes. You also had some really nice bread available. Desserts look very nice, lots of flavour of ice cream, and in terms of a buffet, I just don't think you can fault it. Very nice. In terms of a hotel all-inclusive buffet, thumbs up from me. Right, we'll go and check out the lunch buffet now. The lunch buffet here at Mitsis Royal Mare, exceptional, really nice. Again, got some real good options. You've got things like spaghetti bolognese. They had paella on today, which I tried and tasted, and it was absolutely delicious. You've got lots of salad options, fruit options, some really good desserts. When you head to an all-inclusive, it's so common for the desserts to taste of nothing, yet they've got such a good variety that are really delicious, and I really enjoyed it. You also had some fish and meats and stuff, just all around just a real good, solid lunch buffet. And I've been to a couple of all-inclusives, and the buffets can be a bit naff, they can be a bit meh, but here at Mitsis Royal Mare, the dinner buffet that we've been to, really enjoyed. The lunch buffet that I've been to, really enjoyed as well. And I'm looking forward to trying the breakfast buffet to see what they've got on offer there as well. I do believe if you arrive late in the early hours, they do also have a very late buffet on. I think it pans from like 10:30 p.m. through to 4 a.m. if you are feeling a little peckish when you first arrive, if it is in the early hours. But I don't think I'm going to be trying that to be able to comment. But going off the buffets that I've tried so far, I wouldn't rule out that probably being delicious as well. So that's breakfast all done and dusted. You've got a variety of selection that you want to go and enjoy, including various amounts of fruits. You've got bread, lots of different egg options, including fried egg, scrambled egg, poached egg. You also got your savoury stuff, you've got your cheeses, your hams, along with your cooked breakfast stuff as well, including the likes of chorizo sausage. You've got spicy sausage, you've got normal hot dog sausage available. You also have bacon, beans, scrambled eggs and stuff for you to go and check out. It is our second, might be our third time checking out the breakfast buffet, and I've not seen any variation on what they offer for breakfast at the hotel. So I think that's just something to bear in mind. And in my opinion, I didn't think the breakfast buffet option was as strong as the lunch or the dinner options. The lunch and dinner options, you do get some variation there, and the food in there is very delicious. The breakfast was good. I don't think it was as good as the lunch or dinner, and is only good in my opinion. Right, we're going to try the first of our a la carte, the Royal Palm. Let's see how it is. So we went and ate at Royal Palm Pan Asian restaurant. Very nice, really enjoyed it. So how it works, you will order an appetizer, and you can either have sushi with your appetizer or you can have a soup with your appetizer. So we ended up not going with sushi because we're not big sushi lovers. Didn't like the look of the soups either, so we opted not to order any soup, and we went with just an appetizer, which we ordered the vegetable spring rolls along with the chicken skewers, which I will add were very nice. Then for our mains, we both ate crispy duck, which again I enjoyed, was very nice. And then finally for dessert, we both had the same dessert as well. We had the fried ice cream. Never had fried ice cream before. Weird is how I'd describe it. It's pretty much just ice cream, frozen ice cream, which is fried in breadcrumbs very quickly, and then served with some mango pieces, which I enjoyed. The weird texture of the breadcrumbs and ice cream is something to behold. So I'd recommend, if you've never had it before, give it a try and see how you feel. They will also give you some prawn crackers, which you can enjoy with sweet and sour sauce or some hoisin sauce. Again, pretty nice. Overall, I enjoyed the Pan Asian restaurant, and I'm looking forward to trying some of the other a la cartes and seeing how they compare. For my score for the Royal Palm, I'm going to give a good solid 8 out of 10. Tomorrow, we're going to be eating at Allegro, which is the Italian restaurant that they have at Mitsis Royal Mare, and we're going to be eating lunch there because it is a lunch a la carte. So we'll see you there for that one tomorrow. Right, let's give Allegro a try. Allegro, very nice, brilliant for lunch. Arancini, very nice. My wife had bruschetta, I had a little bit also delicious. For the mains, I had the chicken and mushroom risotto, which was very nice. My wife had the gnocchi again, very nice, and we both had a tiramisu, which was absolutely perfect. So if you wanted to have some lunch, book yourself in at Allegro if you're staying here at Mitsis Royal Mare. Can't fault it. So the next a la carte restaurant that we'll be trying will be tomorrow, and I believe it's called Candia, so we'll see you for that. I did forget to rate the 2 a la carte restaurants. So yesterday I gave the Pan Asian 8 out of 10, and Allegro that was in earlier today, can't really separate them. I don't think I have a preference of one or the other. I think they were very much on the same level, so I'm going to stick with an 8 out of 10 for Allegro as well, and I enjoyed them both. So today's a la carte, we're going to go and try Candia. Let's see how it is. Candia then, absolutely fantastic. I had octopus to start with, my wife having the Greek arancini. Can't fault it, absolutely perfect. You get given some bread with some nice butter. You also got some real nice cream cheese on there, fantastic. For our mains, my wife had pancetta. I had the tuna steaks cooked perfectly. The beetroot puree complemented it so well. It was brilliant. And for dessert, we both had the strawberry pavlova, and again, just exceptional. And the one thing I've already judged upon, we're not just with the a la cartes, we've been to try some of the buffet food here. Exceptionally good, really good. Now, I don't often give 10 out of 10 scorings, but for Candia today, it's getting a 10 out of 10. And to get a 10 out of 10 from me, it has to exceed expectation. And it's far exceeded expectation. That meal was perfect. The service was absolutely fantastic. Candia, my favourite place so far, and I'm looking forward to trying even more a la carte here at the Mitsis Royal Mare. Well, we've got Candia just behind me. If I just swivel and do a full 180 like Dua Lipa, you have got the beach restaurant Albatross, which is where we're going to try tomorrow, and that will be for lunch. Right, let's try beach restaurant Albatross, another a la carte that's available, and this time for lunch. It's right behind me, right next to the beach. Let's go check it out. That's our time at Albatross all sorted. You do get given some breads, which were nice. Then for the starters, I had mussels, which I do want to add were spectacular. Really enjoyed them, wolfed them down. My wife had tzatziki, which she said was very refreshing and very nice. And then for our mains, I had the grilled salmon, cooked perfectly. It was very nice. My wife had the pancetta, which looked and smelled delicious. And then for dessert, I had the baklava with a scoop of chocolate ice cream, very delicious. And my wife had the summer fruits, which again were very nice, and match our continuing theme with the a la cartes of it being delicious. So I think I'd give that another 8 out of 10, to be honest, which gives it a matching score with the other lunch a la carte that you have here at the Mitsis Royal Mare, which was the Allegro Italian restaurant. Both delicious. So if you wanted some lunch, go and try them while you're staying here. So tomorrow we're going to be trying the South American restaurant, which is called Pacificico. Very interesting that they do both brunch and dinner. We're going to be trying dinner tomorrow, and the day after trying brunch. So we'll see you for that. Another day, another a la carte, this time Pacificico, and we're going to try it for dinner. Let's see how it is. So that's our time in Pacificico done and dusted. I had the minestrone soup, was very nice. That broth was very nice. I had to ask for an extra basket of bread because I needed something to dip it in, because it was just sensational, really beautiful. My wife had the tostadas, so said there were very nice starters in there. Excellent vibe in there. You can hear from the music in the background. Brilliant as well. Anyway, for the mains, my wife had the beef burger. I went and had the shrimp risotto, which weren't my favourite. It's not my favourite thing that I've had during my time here at the Mitsis Royal Mare. And then finally, for dessert, both my wife and me had the 1,000-layer cake, which it was okay. It was okay. I think overall, I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Not as good as the other a la cartes that I've been to, in particular with the dinner menu, but I am excited to go back again tomorrow to try the brunch menu to see how different that is and how nice the brunch is, because it may just be a case where they do serve dinner, but the brunch might be better. So I'm looking forward to trying it. To Pacificico again, this time for brunch, our final a la carte. Let's see how it is. Again, Pacificico, very nice. You get given some pastries with jam and butter, which were nice. A little hard for my liking, but I don't know if that's just how they have pastries here in Greece, but hey ho, still very nice. My wife had the Greek omelette, which she said was very tasty. I had the Greek scrambled egg, which was absolutely delicious. I think one of the nicest places that I've had to eat here while staying at the Mitsis Royal Mare. For the main, I had a chicken open sandwich, which was very nice as well, and then the chocolate pancakes to finish up. All in all, delicious, very nice. I think scored a 7 out of 10 for me. I like Pacificico, but it's not my favourite. So, let's summarise. A really, really nice hotel, the Mitsis Royal Mare, as far as I'm concerned. It is rated 5 stars, a 5-star all-inclusive resort here on the wonderful island of Crete in Greece. Definitely gets the ginger seal of approval, and I'm going to be rating the hotel out of 10. I'm giving it an 8.5. So, speaking first about the pros and what I thought the hotel did really well. The sharing pool that we upgraded to, €50 extra per night. It's nice and quiet, well worth it for a really nice tranquil stay here at the hotel. The rooms are big, the bed is big, the air conditioning and ceiling fan combined work great through a hot summer's night. The shower's great, both the rain and pull-off handle. It's nice to have a bath as well. We didn't use the bath, but it is an option if you do want to use it. It's also nice to have a toilet and bidet separate out from the shower, bath and sink area. There is no door to separate the two areas, but it is nice to have a bit of a separation there. There's plenty of space for your belongings. The safe was really simple to use. Believe it or not, I've stayed in hotels where they overcomplicate how to use a safe, whereas here, really straightforward and simple. You get a kettle and an espresso machine. It's nice to be given some local drinks and stuff to try in the room, including the raki and the cherries. That was a really nice touch as well, and it's just a really quiet area that we're in around the hotel, and I really enjoyed it. Now, I do see a lot of people reviewing the hotel that struggle to get some sun lounges, but I did see all times of the day lounges available. The pools were busy, but there was always lounges available if you do want to go and have a lie down and chill by the pool or by the beach. We paid for extra for the upgrade in the room so we could have our own little private area that's shared with only other people that have upgraded. So that was really nice, because there was never a battle for any sunbeds, and for me, well worth the price, along with that really nice tranquil pool that you get outside as well. Service is quick in the hotel with the bars. The bars have also got a good selection as well. My god, the food here, absolutely fantastic. The a la cartes were fantastic. The crepes were nice. Dare I suggest maybe the crepes were a little overrated though, but the buffets had a really good choice. I found breakfast okay, but the lunch and dinner options absolutely fantastic in the buffets. They have shops on site as well for you guys to enjoy, so if there's anything that you've forgotten, then you can go and pick up your essentials in the hotel. They've got lots of locally made stuff as well. You've also got lots of pool stuff that you can go and buy, including beachwear, inflatables, etc. You also had a spa shop, jewelry shops, and much more, including a mini market. The beach was small with sharp stony sand, so do make sure you pack some beach shoes, because that will come in handy, in particular in the summer months when the sand is really hot. But again, plenty of lounges available. It was fantastic in the evening to be able to watch a gorgeous sunset here in Crete. You also had the options in the morning and afternoon to go and chill out by the beach. Again, there was always lounges available, busy, but always something available for you to go and enjoy. You have a beach bar and hot dogs available at the beach too. I didn't try any of the hot dogs to comment on them, but there was never a massive queue when I walked past, and the hot dog stand was always having frequent visitors coming in and picking up the hot dogs, so they must be nice. But as I said, it never got overly busy, and there was never that many queues at the hot dog stand. There were never that many queues really at any of the bars either. Never really had to wait that long. As I said, staff here pretty efficient. At check-in, you do get given a welcome drink. You get a tour of the hotel on a buggy, which I thought was a really nice touch, and then once you've finished your tour, the concierge will drop you off at your room along with your luggage. I did love the amaretto sours here in the hotel. There were lots of shaded areas and umbrellas, so the hotel's definitely getting my ginger seal of approval, because the gingers can visit in the warm Crete sunshine in the summer and not be barbecued, which was nice. And we came here as an early 30th birthday treat for myself from my wife. Got a lovely cake on arrival along with some Prosecco. It might have been a bottle of bubbly, but I think it was Prosecco. Regardless, cake was very nice, and the bottle that they gave us was very nice as well, and a really nice touch. They did give us some plates and forks to enjoy the cake as well. Now, in terms of some room for improvement for the hotel, because I always think that there's some room for improvements for every hotel, no matter if it's a 5-star luxurious resort or you're staying in a youth hostel, there's always going to be areas for improvement. So in terms of rooms for improvement, I do want to point out to you guys that you should be mindful of the blue paint on the swimming pool floor and walls, because you will get a bit of paint on you, so you do have to scrub that off once you're done in the pool. In the shower, pretty easy to get off, but it's just something to bear in mind. The pool's also very fresh, shall we say. It's not heated, and it is nice and cool, and I think if it wasn't 30 plus degrees whilst I was here, I don't think I'd be getting into the pools, because I think they'd be too cold. All pools here are salt water, I believe. Our pool for the private shared pool outside was also salt water, but wasn't overly that salty. It's not entirely clear either on who can use the private pools that are shared amongst the people that have paid to upgrade. One entrance has a sign, another entrance doesn't, so I think it leads to a bit of confusion, because you get those who are staying above those who have paid extra to have access to the pool, also using the pool as well. I never found it much of a problem, because there was always ample of space. Everyone was nice and quiet. Never caused me that much of a problem. I do know for a fact that it does cause other people a problem, because they've paid to upgrade and other people are using their facilities who haven't paid to upgrade. We've paid to upgrade. Didn't bother me that much. I didn't think it was that much of a big deal, but other people might find it a big deal, and again, just something to bear in mind. It's nice to have some clarification, because I'm still not 100% sure as to whether people who are staying above us who haven't paid for the upgrades are allowed to use the facilities or not. Is it potluck? I don't know. There's no clarification on it. In terms of the mini fridge, your mini fridges do get restocked every 2 days, but it'll only get restocked once it's completely empty. If you have one drink in, then I don't think it's going to get restocked. You will have to ring reception to come and get it restocked. We have the do not disturb sign on our door on a lot, so we don't get disturbed. When we do have it off, and we had it off one evening, you will get a knock on the door asking if you want in your fridge to be restocked, or if you want an extra towels and things. So if you aren't needing anything and you don't want to make them calls, then leave the do not disturb sign off, and somebody will knock on the door at some point. I think it's normally in the early evening. Never use the wine or the beer in the fridge, so I can't comment on that. And when I did ring the receptionist to be able to get the fridge restocked a couple of times, one time, thought the receptionist was a little rude to me, making an unnecessary comment. I don't want to dive too far deep into it. The receptionist might have just been having a bad day or something. I don't know, or maybe they've been dealing with a lot of problems, or I just thought it was a bit sharp and short, shall we say, which not something I'd expect in a 5-star hotel, but here we are, and kind of continuing with that theme of hotel staff. As I said before, bar staff and waitresses and waiters, very efficient. However, apart from the lovely lady who worked in the creperie who made us feel very welcome on our stay here, everyone else was just kind of quick and sharp and short. There wasn't really any service with a smile, wasn't really getting to know us or anything along them regards. So yeah, it's not really something I'd expect with the 5-star hotel, but here we are. The cleaning ladies though, lovely, really nice for them to be able to welcome and say hello, and again, when you're entering into the buffet, it's really nice to be greeted with a hello and a goodbye when you leave. So it's not all bad. The a la carte, as nice as the food was, only the beach restaurant let us have a little gap in between courses. Now, if I'm going out of a meal with my wife, I'd expect to be out for somewhere between 60 to 90 minutes eating 3 courses. Wasn't uncommon here with the a la cartes to be done inside 30 to 45 minutes. There's no real break between courses. It's here's your first course, take it away. Here's your second course, take it away. Here's your third course, take it away. So there's no real time to allow you to enjoy the food and allow things to settle. Other than the beach restaurant, they did it very well. There was always a 10-minute break between each course, but yeah, this is me really nitpicking, but I'm just trying to explain why I've given the hotel an 8.5 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10. And the final note, if you're wanting your towels to be changed, you do need to leave all of your towels in the bathroom on the floor for you to get fresh new towels, unless they come knocking around saying, do you want any extra towels, which I said before, if you leave the do not disturb sign off, you will get that knock at some point in the day. We got that knock early in the evening, but if you do have your do not disturb sign on, then take all your towels off the racks, put them on the floor, and you'll get fresh new towels, which yeah, just a little tip. Some other notes: this hotel isn't adults only. It looks like it should be adults only, but it isn't. There's a few kids around, so that's just something to bear in mind. I also don't think there's all that much for the little kiddos to do either. There's a kid club, there's a mini golf, there's a tennis on the clay courts, you've got pool, table tennis and arcades. But in terms of the entertainment, there isn't that much entertainment on in particular that's suitable for children. If the entertainment is on, and it was a bit inconsistent, some days it was on, some days it wasn't, it does run until 11 p.m. We stayed here 7 nights. I think I heard entertainment for 4 of the 7 nights whilst staying here, and it does tend to be things like a loud DJ playing music up until 11 p.m. Last note, there is lots and lots of cats about, so just be mindful when leaving your clothes and towels outside, as the cats do sometimes come up to your porches and balconies, and they will sit on your stuff, or if you leave things on the chair and on the table, and the cats are wild, so they do carry fleas. So that is something just to bear in mind. The hotel does try their best to look after the cats. There's lots of bowls of water dotted around the hotel. You will get the guests feeding the cats as well, and we did see some very popular kittens whilst out here on our stay as well, which was very popular with the guests. So if I've missed anything, please just let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer any of your queries. That's my stay here at the Mitsis Royal Mare. Very enjoyable stay, ginger seal of approval, 8.5 out of 10. Fully enjoyed my stay, and I don't think I'd hesitate if I was returning to Crete to stay here once more. And I don't think you can have a higher privilege than having the pleasure of guests staying in your hotel and wanting to return. So that has been my video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. Get your thoughts in the comments below with any questions that you do have about the hotel, and I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. My social media links are in the description if you want to go and check them out, and don't forget as well to subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. So I've been the Ginger Reviewer, Jason. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you for the next one.